Hello, my wonderful friends, and welcome back to Easy English Tales. I'm Clara. Today, we are going to learn something that will completely change your English. We will learn 30 essential idioms and slang expressions that native speakers use every single day. So take a deep breath and get comfortable. Find a quiet place where you can focus. I will speak clearly and explain everything in simple English. Do you ever feel confused when native speakers talk? Do you understand every word they say, but still miss the real meaning? That happens to everyone. It happens because native speakers use idioms and slang all the time. Expressions like, I'm beat instead of I'm tired, or it costs an arm and a leg instead of it's expensive. The good news is these expressions are not difficult to learn. You don't need to understand complex grammar. You just need to know what they mean and when to use them. Once you know these 30 expressions, conversations will suddenly make sense. Movies will be easier to understand. Jokes will finally be funny. Here is our plan. I have organized the 30 expressions into 3 simple groups. Everyday life, expressions you'll hear at home, with friends, everywhere. Work and success, expressions for professional situations and achievements. Modern slang, casual expressions that young people use all the time. For each expression, I will explain what it means, give you real examples, and show you exactly how to use it. Remember to pause the video whenever you need to practice. This is your learning time. Are you ready to sound more natural in English? Let's begin with our everyday expressions.
Everyday life idioms. Let's start with 10 idioms you'll hear in everyday situations. These are so common that native speakers use them without even thinking. 1. Under the weather. This means feeling sick or unwell, but not seriously ill. Instead of saying, I'm slightly sick, native speakers say, I'm feeling under the weather. You'll hear this everywhere, at work, at school, with friends. Sorry, I can't come to the party tonight. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. It's a polite way to say you're not feeling well without giving details. The origin comes from sailing. When sailors felt sick, they went below the weather deck to recover. Now we use it for any minor illness. I've been under the weather all week means you've been sick for several days. 2. Costs an arm and a leg. This means something is extremely expensive. That new iPhone costs an arm and a leg. Instead of saying very expensive, this expression is more colorful and natural. It's like saying the price is so high you'd have to sell body parts to afford it. College tuition costs an arm and a leg these days. Everyone understands this expression, from teenagers to grandparents. You'll hear it when people complain about prices. The mechanic charged me an arm and a leg to fix my car. Sometimes people add emphasis. That must have cost an absolute arm and a leg. 3. Spill the beans. This means to reveal a secret or tell information that was supposed to be private. Come on, spill the beans. What happened on your date? It's like accidentally knocking over a container of beans. Once they're out, you can't put them back. When someone accidentally reveals a secret, I wasn't supposed to tell you about the surprise party, I just spilled the beans. Young people now also say spilled the tea, which means the same thing, especially for gossip. Girl, spill the tea about last night. Both expressions mean revealing secrets or interesting information. Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. This means to be exactly right about something. When you hit a nail perfectly on its head with a hammer, you've done it precisely right.
That's what this idiom means. You hit the nail on the head. The problem is definitely communication. It's much stronger than just saying, "you're right." It means someone identified the exact issue or said the perfect thing. In meetings, John hit the nail on the head with his analysis. In conversations, "you've hit the nail on the head. That's exactly how I feel." Let the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag. Similar to spill the beans, this means to accidentally reveal a secret. The difference is this is usually more accidental. I let the cat out of the bag when I asked him what he was wearing to his surprise party. Oops. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. Might as well tell you everything. Once the secret is revealed, you can't hide it again. The origin supposedly comes from markets where dishonest sellers would put a cat in a bag and try to sell it as a pig. When someone opened the bag, the truth was revealed. Kill two birds with one stone. Kill two birds with one stone. This means to accomplish two things with one action, being efficient. I'll kill two birds with one stone by going to the gym on my way to work. You're exercising and commuting efficiently. Let's kill two birds with one stone and have our meeting over lunch. Despite the violent image, it's a completely positive expression about being smart with time. Business people love this. This solution kills two birds with one stone. It saves money and increases productivity. 7. Break the ice. Break the ice. This means to make people feel comfortable in a social situation, especially when first meeting. Like breaking through frozen ice to reach the water below, you're breaking through social awkwardness. Let's play a game to break the ice at the party. He told a joke to break the ice at the beginning of his presentation. You'll also hear icebreaker as a noun for activities that help people get comfortable. What's a good icebreaker for the first day of class? It's about making that first move to help everyone relax. 8. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. From tennis, this means it's your turn to make a decision or take action. In tennis, when the ball is on your side, you must hit it back. Same with decisions. I've made my offer, now the ball is in your court. I apologized for my mistake, the ball is in your court now. It clearly shows whose turn it is to act. In business, we sent the proposal. The ball is in their court. In relationships, I told you how I feel. The ball is in your court. 9. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. This means to do something difficult or unpleasant that you've been avoiding. The origin is from when soldiers would bite on bullets during surgery without anesthesia. Now it just means facing something tough. I need to bite the bullet and go to the dentist. Just bite the bullet and ask for that raise. It implies you've been delaying something. After months of procrastination, I finally bit the bullet and started my diet. 10. Get your act together. Get your act together. This means to organize yourself and start behaving responsibly. You need to get your act together if you want to pass this class. It implies someone's current behavior is messy or problematic. I really need to get my act together and start saving money. Parents say this to kids. Get your act together or you're grounded. It can be harsh. Get your act together or you're fired. Or gentle. I know you're stressed, but you need to get your act together. Work and success idioms. Now let's look at 10 idioms you'll hear in professional settings or when talking about success, failure, and work. 11. Think outside the box. Think outside the box. This means to think creatively and differently from conventional ways. We need to think outside the box to solve this problem. The box represents traditional thinking patterns. Every company wants employees who can think outside the box. Stop following the same old methods, think outside the box. It's so common, it's almost a cliche, but you'll hear it in every business meeting. Our competitors are thinking outside the box, so we need to as well. 12. Go the extra mile. Go the extra mile. This means to do more than what's expected of you. She always goes the extra mile for her clients. It shows dedication and exceptional effort. If you want that promotion, you need to go the extra mile. It's about exceeding expectations, not just meeting them. This restaurant goes the extra mile with their service. It's always positive. Nobody criticizes someone for going the extra mile. 13. The elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. This is a big, obvious problem that everyone knows about, but nobody wants to discuss. Imagine an actual elephant in your living room that everyone pretends isn't there. That's this idiom. Let's address the elephant in the room. Half our team is quitting. It takes courage to mention the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room at family dinner was mom's drinking. Everyone knows, everyone's thinking about it, but nobody says anything. 14. Cut corners. Cut corners. This means doing something the easy or cheap way, often sacrificing quality. Don't cut corners on safety equipment. It's dangerous. When you cut corners, you skip important steps to save time or money. The building collapsed because the contractor cut corners. It's always negative. If you cut corners on this project, it will show in the quality. Companies that cut corners often face problems later. They cut corners on testing, and now they're recalling thousands of products. 15. Back to square one. Back to square one. This means starting over from the beginning after a failure. It comes from board games where square one is the starting position. The deal fell through, so we're back to square one. After 6 months of negotiations, we're back to square one. It implies wasted effort, which is frustrating. But sometimes it's necessary. This approach isn't working. Let's go back to square one and rethink everything. 16. Call it a day. Call it a day. This means to stop working for today. It's 6 p.m. and we're all tired. Let's call it a day. It's a friendly way to suggest stopping work. We've done enough. Let's call it a day and continue tomorrow. Very common at the end of work sessions. You can also use it for any activity. We've been shopping for 5 hours. Let's call it a day. 17. Get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. This means to start something or begin a process. Once a ball starts rolling, it continues moving. Same with projects. Let's get the ball rolling on this new marketing campaign. Who's going to get the ball rolling on organizing the conference? It's about initiating action. I'll get the ball rolling by sending out invitations. You can also say, keep the ball rolling, to mean continuing momentum. In the loop. In the loop. This means being informed or included in communication. Keep me in the loop about any changes to the schedule. If you're in the loop, you know what's happening. I felt out of the loop because nobody told me about the meeting changes. Very common in emails. Please keep me in the loop on this project. You can also loop someone in. Let's loop the manager in on this decision. 19. On the same page. On the same page. This means everyone understands and agrees about something. Before we start, let's make sure we're all on the same page. It's about having shared understanding. I thought we were on the same page, but apparently we had different expectations. When people aren't on the same page, miscommunication happens. We need to get on the same page about our goals for this quarter. 20. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. From boxing, this means to give up or quit. When a boxer's coach throws a towel into the ring, they're surrendering the fight. Don't throw in the towel just because things got difficult. After 10 rejections, I was ready to throw in the towel on my job search. But it's often used to encourage people not to quit. I know it's hard, but don't throw in the towel yet. Sometimes it's the right decision. After years of losses, they finally threw in the towel and closed the restaurant. Modern slang and casual expressions. These final 10 expressions are more modern and casual. Young people and native speakers use them constantly in informal situations. 21. Ghosting someone. Ghosting someone. This means suddenly cutting off all communication without explanation. He ghosted me after 3 dates. Like becoming a ghost, you just disappear completely. Mainly used in dating. We were texting every day, then he just ghosted me. But also in friendships. She ghosted our entire friend group. Even in professional contexts, the candidate ghosted us after accepting the job offer. It's considered very rude, but unfortunately common. 22. Salty. Salty. This means being bitter or upset about something, especially something minor. He's still salty about losing the game last week. When someone is salty, they're holding on to negative feelings unnecessarily. Don't be salty just because I got the promotion. You can describe levels. She's super salty about it. On social media, why are you so salty in the comments? It implies the person is being unnecessarily bitter over small things. 23. Throw shade. Throw shade. This means to publicly criticize someone in a subtle, indirect way. She was throwing shade at her ex on Instagram. It's not direct confrontation, it's subtle, clever criticism. Did you see how she threw shade at her competitor during the interview? Often done with plausible deniability, you can claim you didn't mean it that way. He's always throwing shade at people who didn't go to college. You might hear throwing major shade for serious criticism. 24. FOMO. FOMO, fear of missing out, the anxiety that others are having fun without you. I have serious FOMO seeing everyone's vacation photos while I'm stuck at work. Social media has made FOMO much worse. My FOMO is so bad that I said yes to 3 different parties on the same night. It drives people to overcommit. There's also JOMO, joy of missing out, when you're happy to stay home. I used to have FOMO, but now I have JOMO. I love my quiet nights. 25. On fleek. On fleek. This means perfect or exactly right, usually about appearance. Your eyebrows are on fleek. Originally just for eyebrows, now for anything that looks perfect. Her makeup is on fleek today. Though it was super popular a few years ago, some people now use it ironically because it became overused. My outfit is on fleek might be said jokingly, but for makeup and fashion, it's still used seriously. 26. Low-key and high-key. Low-key means slightly or secretly. High-key means obviously or very much. I'm low-key stressed about the exam means you're a bit stressed but not showing it much. I'm high-key obsessed with this new show means you're very obviously obsessed. These are extremely common. I low-key want to leave this party versus I high-key need a vacation right now. You can use them for any feeling. That's low-key annoying, or this is high-key the best pizza ever. 27. Stan. To be a huge fan of someone or support them strongly. I stan this artist so much. It comes from Eminem's song about an obsessed fan named Stan. We stan a confident queen. It can be verb or noun. All her stans defended her online. You can stan anything. I stan this restaurant, or we stan supportive friends. It's moved beyond just celebrities to anything you strongly support. 28. Slay. To do something really well or look amazing. You're going to slay that presentation. It's very positive and encouraging about excellence and confidence. She's absolutely slaying in that outfit. You'll hear, "Yes, slay queen," as encouragement. Originally from drag culture, now mainstream. He slayed that guitar solo. It's empowering and celebratory. 29. Lit. This means amazing, exciting, or fun. The party was lit. Originally meant intoxicated, but now just means something is really good or exciting. This concert is going to be lit. Young people use it constantly. The atmosphere at the game was lit. Though it's becoming slightly outdated. Fire is the newer version. That new song is fire, but lit is still widely understood and used. 30. Flex. To show off or boast about something. He's always flexing his new car on Instagram. When someone is flexing, they're displaying their achievements or possessions. Stop flexing your vacation photos while we're all stuck at work. Weird flex, but okay, is the response when someone brags about something strange. You can use it as a noun, too. That's such a flex. Sometimes flexing is acceptable. Let me flex for a minute. I just got promoted.
And that's our final expression. You have just learned 30 essential idioms in slang that native speakers use every single day. I'm incredibly proud of you for staying focused through this entire lesson. Remember, friends, you don't need to use all 30 expressions tomorrow. The goal of this video is to be your reference guide, your personal dictionary of natural English. Here is my advice. Save this video. This week, pick just 5 expressions that you really like. Use them in real conversations. Next week, add 5 more. Step by step, these expressions will become part of your natural English. Watch this video again, and you'll be surprised how many you already recognized. If this lesson helped you understand native speakers better, please give this video a big thumbs up. It tells me that you want more lessons about real, natural English. And please subscribe to Easy English Tales if you haven't already, so you never miss our next lesson. Thank you for your dedication and hard work today. You are not just learning English, you are learning to connect with people in their natural language. That's powerful. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I will see you in the next video.